Hey guys, some updates and progress on the True 120 cooler that I just got. As you guys can see, I kind of mocked it up here. I put the Silverstone fan on there that I'm going to use. I cleaned it all up. It was quite dirty. But as you can see now, it's clean. And I kind of like the way they attach the fan on here. And they give you two sets of clips for both fans and the little vibration dampers. And thermal paste. So they don't include a fan, but they do make up for it in the accessories that they give you. So it's pretty cool. Here's our almost done lapped base. Set this up here for you guys so you can see. There you go. Started with 220 until almost all the silver was gone. There's still a little tiny bit in one of the corners. Actually, it's right here. A little tiny bit right there. You guys can't really see that, but there's a little tiny bit left. And it was basically here and here that the silver was. So I guess the center was super high. So I'm glad I lapped this, definitely. So now I'm on 400. And once all the silver's gone and all the edges, because you can see the edges are kind of, they need a little bit of work still, which isn't the biggest deal. The middle's the biggest deal, and it's flat. I mean, it's flat as hell, but once I get done with that, I don't think I have any other sandpaper. I have 1500 grit. I have a sheet of that. So I think I'm just going to get this as flat and as smooth as I can, and then just go up to the 1500. So as you guys can see, it's getting there. And then, like I said, I've got the Silverstone fan mounted here. $120, $38. So it's quite large. This fan right here weighs, I mean, like a third of what this cooler does. So I think I'm gonna have to figure out some kind of system when I put this all back together of taking some of the weight off the socket, because if I do a push-pull setup, which I think I'm going to run just the single Silverstone at first, because I'm going to have an 80 CFM exhaust fan, the Thermaltake fan, which might be the pull fan that I use on this. That'll be in the exhaust, so should be alright. I might try to create some kind of little duct or something, maybe, see if that'll work. But like I said, if not, I'll just, because I got the brackets and stuff, so I might as well. Moving on. The new fan controller, a lot of people didn't get to see, or if they did, they didn't really know what kind of fan controller that I had before. So here it is right here. As you guys can see, it's just some cheap one. I got it from, I think I got it from CompUSA. I believe that's where I got it from. So as you guys can see, it's got the two USBs, 3 fan controls, doesn't turn them completely off. Goes down to, I don't know, say maybe 7 volts or so. And then as you can see, I got my drive rails, because all my drives are 5 1/4, being it's a CM stacker. And as you can see, we got the USBs weren't hooked up, so it's kind of cheap, but what do you expect? It was like $10, and you got your cables. 3-pin, my favorite. A lot easier to fit through small holes, better for wire management. And you get a 4-pin PWM, pulse width modulation. You can control it with software or your BIOS, like the stock Intel fan. And you got your pass-through Molex here, so that's that. And then one last thing I wanted to show you guys is the move this damn thing out of the way. This is my old heatsink, the big Typhoon. As you can see, it is lapped. This is my second lap job, but this was my first like real trying. And as you can see, it's not really that shiny. Well, it's got heat marks on it because it's so big. It only touches a little middle part there where the thermal paste is. which I had a little bit too much on there, so that's why my temperatures are a little higher. but this Ultra 120 Extreme is going to be very nice. As you can see, there's all the dirt buildup. And there's a mod you could do where you put foam in here. I even tried that. It didn't really help with temperatures too much. So, but as you can see, I had my Silverstone, this fan right here, pushing through this, and anything below like 1200 RPM, you couldn't even feel it out the back. But above that, you could feel the air passing through the fins. So, and even at one time, I had an 80mm fan, like a push-pull setup. I made a thread about it on overclock.net, and it was blowing down here. I also did that with my other heatsink too. So, alright guys, that's about it for now. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'm going to get this finished lapping here, then we're going to get our stuff bolted on. I pretty much already undid. Here, I guess you guys can show you the rig here. There she sits, all for glory. We got our hard drive cage here. Hard drive cage down there. Front panel. Wireless internet. Power supply. Cables everywhere. You got our SATA, power, whatever. Moving around. All the bulk of our cables here. OCZ 700 watt power supply. This is actually exhausting air towards the very, very dirty graphics card. I don't know if you guys can see that. But this cooler is so good, I'm not at all scared to do that and hold it there. Right now it's probably sitting about 42, 43. I could load up Crisis right now. It hits 60 max. Runs about 50, 52 under load, depending on what the temperature is. So, as you guys can see, P5KE Wi-Fi. I do all my overclocking on this. It's great. It's our rounded IDE cable there. It is amazing. We got a little 3-speed controller here. There's that. And then, oh, look, what's that? That's a stock cooler. Never thought you'd see that on one of my rigs, huh? Yeah, it's a little tiny thing. We got the 80mm fan running at 7 volts right here, pushing on the MOSFETs. Isn't much air. And then we got this running at 12 volts. And that's running on the RAM and the North Bridge. Let's see. That's that. That's what you guys are looking at. You got your 8-pin, 24-pin, Crucial Ballistics, at mem test stable 1230 megahertz, 55518, 2.25 volts, 25 pass stable mem test. So can't really mess with that for $45 RAM for 1230 megahertz on 800 megahertz RAM. And of course, we don't have the exhaust fan hooked up because why? I'm not really doing any overclocking right now. It's just at default speeds. And then we got some wires back there. Logitech 5.1. Cable's going right there. Look at this. Sitting in my corner of my room here. You guys can see. Corner of my room there, the light, back panel to the stacker, and my rig. The desk sitting right there. That would just work. And that's that, guys. Thanks for watching. More later. This thing just barely runs too. Alright guys, that's about it. Talk to you guys later.